The countdown to 2025 is officially here and I'm feeling a whole host of emotions. We're excited, we're emotional. I don't know where 2024 went, but I'm excited to step into 2025 as the most successful version of myself. So in today's video, I wanted to do a full little 2025 reset early before 2025 starts, just get my life set up, my goals and my habits and routines, and decluttering my space and just getting everything ready to be the most successful version of myself in 2025. This year I am starting early because last year I didn't start early enough and we started 2024 out on the wrong foot, and we are not doing that this year. I want to make sure that I have everything prepped and ready to go for the new year before the new year starts, and I wanted to take you guys through what that looks for me and what a little reset day looks like for planning and prepping for 2025. So my plan was to just take you guys along with me for my day ahead. I really want to focus on like reflecting on 2024 goals, setting goals for 2025, creating a vision board because I created a vision board for last year that's hanging on my wall, but honestly a lot has changed and I have reached a lot of those vision board goals, so I definitely need to redo that. And I also just wanted to get some things on the calendar, plan ahead for content, and just really take this day to build the foundation of my life for this next year before the holiday rush happens. We're almost to Thanksgiving, we're almost to Christmas, and life gets pretty hectic. It already is getting pretty hectic because it's getting to the end of the year and there's just a lot to do and a lot that I want to do. Anyway, with that being said, that was a super long intro. Let's get into my day. I am super hungry, so first things first is I'm going to go make some breakfast because I need to eat. Okay, I know I keep saying this, but I do really want to start talking more about food on my channel because I think it has such a huge place in my health and wellness journey. So I was just going to tell you guys what I normally eat for breakfast. We're out of a lot of stuff this week, but I try to prioritize high protein. So I did 2 over easy eggs with 2 grass-fed beef sausages. Those are like the highest quality meat that you can get, and I really like to prioritize red meat. And then the eggs are pasture raised from Vitality Farms, I think it's called. I love to do the wild brine sauerkraut for your gut, and then I just sprinkle some goat cheese on top. I love this Yellowbird hot sauce. It contains all clean ingredients and it tastes so freaking good. You can get it in mild, medium, spicy, super spicy. Like they have all of the different flavors and hot sauces. And then what I've been doing lately is I do the kettle and fire bone broth. I just do half of it and then I do a slab of butter and then salt and pepper. This is super great for your gut. It has even more protein in it. It's pretty low cal and I just love the taste of it. Like if you can replace your coffee with something like that, you are going to be leaps and bounds ahead in your wellness journey. And I think bone broth is super important and it's super tasty. Okay, so I wanted to start with a little reflection of 2024 goals. I think reflecting is super important for the goal setting process, because if you don't reflect on your last year's goals, how are you supposed to like better yourself? If you don't know where you went wrong, how are you supposed to like do it right for the next year? At least that's the way that I think about it. I didn't reach a lot of my goals, and I'll tell you why. Because there was no actionable steps behind them and they were very vague. And I feel like this is so basic, but like literally setting SMART goals, like what you learn in school, is so important. And that's what I want to do this time, because these goals have no action behind them. They're just like very broad, and I think that's why I didn't reach a lot of them. And I didn't really look back at this Notion template. It's kind of confusing, so I want to put it into a new Notion template, maybe write them on my whiteboard. We'll see where I decide to put them. Anyway, I'm just gonna read through some of my goals. So one of my goals was to get a new job. I did. I just secured a new job, which I'm excited about. Volunteer at church. I have not done that this year. There's still a month left, but that is gonna be a goal for next year as well. Get monetized on YouTube. Also, like super broad, no actionable goals. Like obviously that is a goal, but I haven't reached it yet. I'm about 1,000 watch hours away, so maybe it'll happen by the end of the year. We'll see. Grow TikTok and Instagram account. Like, what does that mean? Like, yes, I grew my TikTok and Instagram account, but like there was no like actionable steps or even like description of like how much I wanted to grow. So those are really vague. Make money as your own boss, which technically I have, but not as much as like what I was planning. Like making a consistent income as your own boss would probably be a better goal to set. So see how these are all really, really vague. Get my certified personal training certificate. Run a half marathon, did not do. Join a book club. Culinary school and work as a fitness instructor. So I really did not do a whole lot of these, but that's okay. That's the point of reflection. And now I'm going to sit down and be able to write out my goals with more clarity and more description. Another thing that this taught me is I need to like really check in with myself way more often than I think. I am thinking to check in with myself and do little like quarterly checkpoints to like do a little reflection every quarter, and if I need to redo my goals, I can do that. But getting to the end of the year and looking at all the goals that were unfinished leaves me feeling like questioning why I didn't like check in sooner about my goals. I'm not like upset, and obviously this past year I achieved so much, and I think that is great. Like even if you achieved none of your goals, as long as you're like progressing in some way, which I have a lot this past year. I have done a lot this past year and I'm very proud of myself, but I don't think you need to beat yourself up for not reaching all of your goals, and have some flexibility. Your priorities change throughout the year. You're changing, like you're a completely different person from the beginning to the end of the year. So that's why I think it's super important to have these little quarterly checkpoints in place. I mean, you can even do monthly, which I might do. I will think about how I'm gonna set this up, but I really like quarterly just because it's 4 times a year like check-in, and that seems like enough, but we'll see if month by month might be something better for this year. That kind of took me a while, but felt so good to do and just get that out of the way. Now I have my goals set for next year, and it's the end of November. Like, this is why I'm making this video, so you guys can feel the way that I do right now. I'm just gonna read through my goals for next year really quick, and a little tip that I want to give you guys is I started out by just like brainstorming different sections on where I wanted to goal set. So career, health and fitness, finances, personal growth and education, community, relationships, and family. I just like brainstormed like very simple goals, like do this by the end of 2025, and then I put all of them into ChatGPT at the end and said, now can you turn these into SMART goals without making them too long? And then I just copy and pasted it in there, and it gave me some really good SMART goals, which I may like edit, there's the word, a little bit more, like edit down a little bit more. But anyway, for career, get health coach certification by December 2025, start looking into / applying for culinary schools by August 2025, grow YouTube to 10K subscribers by end of year, and achieve monetization by February 2025 by posting 2 videos weekly, reach 10K followers on both Instagram and TikTok by consistently posting engaging content 5 times per week, generate a consistent monthly income of $500 by December 2025 through my own business. For health and fitness, train for and complete a half marathon by October, average of 10K steps daily throughout the year, prepare and eat at least 90% of your meals at home each month to prioritize clean eating, eliminate processed sugar, limiting alcohol intake to no more than 2 drinks per month starting January 2025, which is a huge goal for me over the next year. For finances, complete a no spend month in June of 2025, focus on essentials only, save $5,000 by December 2025 by setting aside $420 per month. Personal growth and education, read 35 books, at least 5 have to be nonfiction, complete my degree by December 2025, attend 1 seminar that has to do with nutrition, health, business, or personal growth, take 1 professional cooking class by the end of the year. Community, volunteer at church at least once per quarter starting in January, join and participate in Bible study group by January, start and join a book club by next year. Last but not least is relationships and family, schedule and complete weekly reflection sessions with your partner every Sunday evening, plan creative date nights 3 times per month, plan and go on 2 trips together by the end of next year, visit my family at least 4 times or more because they don't live near me anymore, so I want to make sure that I'm seeing them as much as possible, and then plan regular hangouts like once a month with close friends. That is all of my goals for 2025, and I hope that this gave you like some inspiration, like maybe this sparked some interest in an area that you didn't know you wanted to goal set in this next year. Okay, so the next thing and the most fun thing, well actually I just love goal setting, so this whole video has been fun for me and I just like love doing this. It's like one of my favorite things to do. This vision board was actually from like 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, maybe 2 years. I don't think I redid it last year because a lot of the goals I hadn't like reached on my vision board, so I was like, oh, there's no point, a lot of them are the same. But I am a changed woman this year and a lot of these need to be taken down, and I have so many new things that I want to implement on this board and just look for. So I'm gonna go sit on the couch and scroll through Pinterest and I will show you guys how I start to do the layout for this. Okay, so sadly my iPad is dead because I'm really bad at charging her because I don't use her as often right now, which I want to start using my iPad way more. But I love scrolling on Pinterest on this compared to my computer, but whatever. We'll use my computer. So first things first is I love Pinterest because obviously if you watch YouTube videos, I feel like you are an aesthetic girly already. Like, you know Pinterest is where you get all the good photos from. We don't want any of those Google photos. So what I love to do is I love to just put my notes like where I put my 2025 goals, and I love to just like kind of look at those and then also grab images from Pinterest that I feel represent those like worded goals. So for example, train for and complete a half marathon by October 2025. For this, I'm gonna look for like Pinterest, like running, half marathon, like let's see, half marathon. Oh, also a tip for Pinterest, if you add the word aesthetic to the end of anything, like literally half marathon aesthetic, it like comes up with all of the more aesthetic posts, which I do for everything. But they have so many options. They have where will running take you? They have these little runners, the runners with the bibs, like There's just so many options on here, and I love to just create a little Pinterest folder, 2025 goals or 2025 vision board, and then I will just add a bunch of these to that folder, and then I will show you what I do after that. Okay, I finally just finished pinning all of my pins into one board. I have 71 of them. I'm probably not gonna use all of those, that's a lot. But I have so much cute stuff. Like, I'm so excited for this vision board. It's gonna look so much better than my other one. Now what I do is I just go to Canva, and if you don't have Canva, it's free. Like, you can do all this with the free version. I normally just do a doc size, and then I'll just drag and drop all of the photos and like how big I want them onto this Canva doc, and then I will print out this Canva doc and like cut them all out individually and then lay them across my vision board. I'm probably not going to finish my vision board. Our printer is broken, but I'm going to do all of this and get it ready to be printed out, and maybe I'll insert some clips of when my vision board is actually done. This is the easiest way that I have found to do it. It saves the most like on your printer paper and like printer ink and stuff, because you're putting everything on a few documents and just printing those out and cutting them out. So I'm just going to finish doing that right now.